Well, we begin the day very early. Many of our students are in the roving vans, and they're going from polling place to polling place. And so we met about 5:30 in the morning and got the students off into their vans, the students that were going, and we tried to put statistics students in each of the vans to make sure that decisions weren't being made on the fly that would impact the design and therefore the computations of how we were going to get results. Then we had individuals at the crisis center in the Swicket building. They were making sure once again that the intervals were being maintained correctly as they were designed, unless we had information that would lead us to believe that our assumptions were invalid.
It's really important to follow a process. It doesn't necessarily mean it's 100% right, but you have to make sure that you're consistent.
The sampling committee was in the call center in Linden, and so we were there to kind of oversee the data collection and answer any questions that came in.
We showed up at the Swicket about 7:30, and we went through the code, and we would get data from the call center about every hour. So we would run the data through Stata, the statistical software we were using, to generate a report, kind of top-line results on the election, that we would then go over with the political science and statistics professors who were running the survey.
It's always a fun process to see how things go live on air. When you're on a live television show, there's no going back. But it came off well. We were able to call a number of races. There were some races that were too close to call, but our percentage numbers were exactly on those, within 0.2 of a percentage point.
They solidified the ideas of sampling. It wasn't just a generalized thing. I was like, oh, I really used this in real life, and it really worked out.
I think my favorite part about it was just seeing the entire process, like from original design to actual data collection and then presentation of the results. So I think that was pretty unique.
They did a fabulous job, the students did, in generating the sample, making sure that it got implemented correctly, making sure that the data was analyzed correctly, and then presented correctly on television.